What's up everybody, my name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon in the crypto universe. Today's Wednesday, August 26th. Now, I want to wish everybody happy International Dog Day. And to celebrate today, we're going to be talking about how dog Bitcoin has been outperforming every other dog-themed meme coin over the past 3 months, but especially over the past 7 days with only one tier 1 centralized exchange listing. But I also want to share with you how dog is in the very early stages before a parabola event. We're going to compare dog to other dog-themed meme coins before they experience their multi-billion-dollar bull run. And then we're briefly going to talk about dog mode, because that was just announced yesterday and how that's going to contribute to the Bitcoin blockchain. Now let's get right into it. Let's not waste any time. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join us on X. Please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I'll never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or emails. Please be careful and invest safely. Guys and girls, let's get right into it. So as you can see, just based on the price, dog is down around 9%. But remember, I mentioned this in yesterday's video, and this is why we make daily dog videos, because we expected that this would pull back at some certain point. When you have consecutive green candles, one after another, there has to be red candles. That has to happen in order for there to be a reset. Because when you continue to have green candles and they get too big, then there's going to be a massive crash. But right now, luckily, we have a pullback. This pullback is a reset. It's people that are either selling dog and people that are buying dog. This happens every single time because people at these levels think that, okay, dog's not going to go up anymore. I'm going to take some profit. And then there are other people that are buying those people's bags because they know what's going to happen with dog in the near term. And I'll share with you that in a little bit. But based on what we're seeing in terms of dog data, dog right now looks like that pullback is hitting at 120 million support level. MACD also sharing with us that there is still in the buyer's market momentum. When I go over to the past week time frame, which is always super important, we can see that right now, dog with the MACD looks like it's getting very, very close to the buyer's market. And as we mentioned before, the buyer's market is above this threshold right here. So right around here is buyer's market. Down here is the seller's market. And just even based on the weekly time frame, you can see that dog right now has formed its second weekly candle in the green. That's very positive. We have more upside, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, we can reach peak levels right around here with the blue and orange ribbon. Once we get up here, which you'll see over here, that'll be really awesome for the price of dog. It could be above like 500 million market cap really quickly. It can happen within a month. That's how fast this space works. I mean, we went from 60 million to 130 million out of nowhere. In fact, we saw a short squeeze to 190 million on Kraken FX. Now, before we begin, make sure to buy your copy of the Dog Effect book, which is down in the descriptions below on Lulu. You can buy your copy right now. You can also leave a 5-star review, please, if you can. But most importantly, buying this dog allows you to understand how to handle this market, especially what's about to happen that's coming up for the dog bull run. Now, there's also a giveaway of the first ever signed copy and also the first ever printed copy of the Dog Effect with the certificate of authenticity. All you have to do, buy your copy, show your proof of purchase, and leave a 5-star review. The winner will be announced on September 1st. Additionally, Dog Army Asia, if you don't know, is giving away one copy of their Dog Effect book to somebody or anybody that follows the Dog Army Asia account. So if you want to participate in this, please check it out. Make sure to follow them. You can win that copy. Okay, now let's quickly talk about what's going on with Bitcoin's price. Right now, Bitcoin is back to 78,000. I think it was like 77,000. It recently had a pump at around roughly 79,000. So most altcoins are going to bleed, like XRP is down like 5%, but meme coins are kind of going to react to that same thing. I want to keep in mind, look at the left-hand side. Dog right now, Dog is one of the top visited coins in the entire meme coin sector. Keep that in mind. There are millions, by the way, of meme coins. Dog right now is the 5th most visited meme coin. I want you to think about that. Let that sink in just a little bit. Now, when you look over the past 24 hours, yes, it could seem pretty bad that things are in the red. I always focus on the 7 days. That tells you a more broader perspective. But let's focus on the past 24 hours since we're looking at that. Pudgy Penguins down 8%, Pepe down 5%, Shiba Inu and also Dogecoin down almost close to 4%. We can see that right now Dog with Hat's in the positive, Floki is in the negative, along with Bonk down 4 to like 7%. Let's go to where Dog Bitcoin is, down roughly around 10%. But remember, Dog actually flipped Melania, and then actually yesterday in the middle of the night, it flipped ApeCoin. And it's getting very close to flipping Dog with Hat. That's the next goal. Notice that Dog with Hat, Floki, and Bonk are all three together. Dog is going to flip all three of those, but a majority of people, the 99%, will not believe that, or they just are not paying attention, and that's completely fine. Before we start talking about charting analysis and performance data over the past 7 days and 3 months, yesterday we saw that Leonidas announced dog mode. Now, dog mode right now is going to be forked off of Bitcoin's core repository. So basically, as you know, Bitcoin Knots and Bitcoin Core have either limited or capped dog's potential on chain. And we don't need to do that. Basically, Bitcoin is an open source blockchain. Anybody can build on it, anybody can store on it. And that's basically what dog is going to do. Dog mode is going to use Bitcoin's client design for maximum freedom. And one of the things he has to say in here is that if you are a developer interested in contributing to the dog mode, make sure to DM Leonidas and start that discussion on GitHub. And if you have a GitHub account, make sure to place your vote and place a star, because right now this is the star that we need. We have 82. We actually need, I think, over 700 to flip Bitcoin Knots, which would be absolutely fantastic. If you have a GitHub account, make sure to put a star in here and support this. Right now it has roughly around 43,000 views, so that's really positive. Now let's talk about how dog is trending right now. As you saw, it was trending on CoinMarketCap as one of the most visited meme coins out there. But on CoinGecko, it was considered the most trending meme coin in the meme coin sector, absolutely surpassing Pump.Fun, by the way, and SPX 6900, the cult that they call themselves. Next up, we also need to talk about the performance, okay? So this is the past 3 months with dog compared to other dog themed meme coins. Have you noticed that dog Bitcoin right now is 75% to the upside? But guess what? It's far above all the other dog themed meme coins. I mean, look at dog whiff coin or just whiff. It's only up 2.9%. Every other dog themed meme coin, Floki, Dogecoin, and Bonk, they're all in the negative. They're not actually in the positive. So that's something that you need to keep in mind, is that dog is not only breaking away from all these other dog themed meme coins, but it's showing you the next meta. It's literally clearly sharing with you how dog is going to do what all these dog themed meme coins did. They pump out of nowhere. And that's the point. It's number one meme coin on Bitcoin. Bitcoin meme coin season has not had its run. Dog, the number one flagship rune, has not experienced its run. It's going to be next in line. You've already seen this with BNB, Solana, Ethereum. They've all had their bull runs. And people need something new. And that's what's happening right now as we speak. Now for International Dog Day, which is today, happy International Dog Day, dog is not only surpassing all these other meme coins by gains, which you can see on your screen, but dog only has one tier 1 centralized exchange listing, which is this purple square. That purple square is Kraken. Notice that Whiff, Bonk, Floki, Doge, and Sheep. Look at all the different exchanges. These are tier 1s, such as Binance, Coinbase, OKX, Bybit, Upbit, KuCoin, Gemini, Crypto.com, HTX. All these different coins are supported by these exchanges. And dog, with only one tier 1 exchange, is surpassing all of them. That's the power of the number one Bitcoin meme coin. Imagine the catalyst event that follows. So eventually dog is going to continue to keep pumping. Exchanges are going to look at that amount of volume and they're going to think to themselves, how do we capture the amount of transaction fees, the interest with this coin? We need to list it, and eventually it's going to do that. And so that's why we have actually more catalyst events, because a lot of different exchanges still haven't listed dog, and that will provide more liquidity. But you have to give a shout out for Kraken, because even Kraken today, when they said Happy International Dog Day, they only mentioned dog Bitcoin. So that's why right now, to celebrate, make sure to buy at least $10 worth of dog on either Kraken or Kraken Pro. And to share your purchases down in the comments below, or just make your purchases, period. That amount of purchase power is actually really positive for dog Bitcoin, because it actually is reflective into possibly a short squeeze if we all aped in at the exact same time. But most likely that's not going to happen. Most likely people are going to be buying dog at different periods of today. Either way, at least buy $10. Now, I want to share with you this specific post, okay? This is March 4th of 2024. At this specific point right here, that's when I bought Bonk. Bonk was at a $9 million market cap, and majority of people didn't believe that this coin was going to go up. Now, Bonk was a very interesting story. It was an airdrop of tokens to specific NFT holders on Solana. Now, keep in mind, this token had team members. They had team allocations, but they airdropped their tokens to different NFT communities. And so roughly, I had $500 worth of Bonk, and I didn't have to buy it. It was just given to me for free. And so based on that, we saw that just holding that token just for like roughly less than 9 months, that token went to over $2 billion. So that $500 worth of Bonk that I held in my wallet went to $64,000 in profit. Now, I want you to look at this image here. This is today. So right now, this is dog price as of today, roughly over 120 million market cap. Now, what you'll notice is that People will always say that Doge is dead when it's flatline, or that Floki is dead, Bonk is dead, Sheeb is dead, Dog with Hat is dead. It's always a flat line for every single meme coin, because when you look like really closely, if you zoom in, it looks like, oh, you know, these coins may never go up. But when you zoom out on the broader perspective, there's way more gains to be had. So on average, between all these different coins, it takes roughly 44 days from the bottom to reach the parabola event. So you can see increases of 15,000%, 5,800, 1.1, 1.6,000%. These are the amount of gains that people see within 44 days. And those 44 days can happen anywhere between now up until the end of the year. And we're getting close to that point. So this is why I want to share with you why Dog is showing us on chain in the past 3 months and over the past 7 days that Dog is outperforming all these other dog themed meme coins. So that's why I think it's really important to see that with this pullback, it's absolutely necessary. This is a support level. Now, I want you to know, if Dog even drops to 93 million market cap, I want you to keep your mind prepared for that. The thing is, that could possibly happen, but that's not even negative. Because if Dog did hit 93 million market cap, that's just another higher low. What is a higher low? Basically, this is the bottom. This is a higher low. And if it hit 93 million, that's a higher low. Even if it dropped to 80 million, that's a higher low. The reason that's important is because that's a new trend. That's a trend to the upside. We are now in a bull trend. Now, when you look at the yellow line in the RSI, it looks like it could top off at any point in time, meaning it's possibly going to reset. That reset could actually happen as we're currently in this experienced pullback with this red candle. But again, anything could happen. But I will tell you something's new about this. This is an all-time high peak within the RSI. There could be a new all-time high and it can keep going up. And also the yellow line as well. It doesn't actually have to stop right here. It could happen and we could see something completely new, which is massive buying pressure. And check this out. Look at this. Have you noticed that the 200-day moving average line, which is the green, and we also have the 50-day moving average line, which is the orange, got closer together? It's at 9.61%, ladies and gentlemen. Not too long ago, this was 13%, 16%, 24%, 30%. This is happening in real time. A golden cross is going to form. So let's see and pay attention. I'll keep you guys updated tomorrow. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's what's going on with Dog Bitcoin currently. So, as you've seen, Dog mode has been initiated. Make sure to place a star on that GitHub page. Dog is outperforming every dog themed meme coin over the past 7 days and 3 months to celebrate International Dog Day. Kraken Pro is absolutely bullish. There are going to be more centralized exchanges that are going to list Dog regardless of what's going to go on. And also, we are seeing that Dog right now is showing us it's going to hop into the buyer's market in the MACD and potentially in the RSI and continue to go up. But do experience that this pullback is absolutely necessary. If it drops to 93 million, if it drops to 82 million, completely normal, part of the process. Prepare yourself mentally. Remember, data is greater than emotions. Emotions are terrible. They are the worst indicators to use, the worst tools to use. Emotional indicators only follow price. They never follow data. Data is the most important thing. So now that you're mentally prepared, you know exactly what's going to happen, and best case scenario and worst case scenario. So, as I mentioned before, make sure to buy your copy of the Dog Effect book down in the descriptions below on Lulu. And also make sure to participate in the giveaway to get the first ever signed copy and first ever printed copy with a certificate of authenticity of the book itself. Leave a proof of purchase and a 5-star review. I also want to say thank you to all the donors for supporting this channel. Because of you, we're able to make daily dog videos on a daily basis. So let's go ahead and smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join us on X to receive all of our alpha calls and updates regarding Dog and Moon. Till then, see you guys girls next time.